Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Quvenzhané Wallis about Swagger coming to Apple TV Plus. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I love the show. It's amazing. A lot of complex characters, specifically Crystal. Your character is one of those complex characters. What was it like diving into that role of Crystal?
It was definitely challenging, especially with the basketball, because I never really played before, but just her storyline in general. You know, I trained a lot and I did a lot of research as well. But I did any and everything. Like, I found basketball players, female basketball players, and I studied how they move, how they walk, how they talk. You know, I did a lot to develop and create a realistic character.
That's interesting to me because you look at this show, and in one way of looking at it, it is about basketball. But if you look at it the other side of things, it's not about basketball at all. It's about life. It's about all these challenges and obstacles these characters are going through. Did you realize that as well when you signed on to this project, like that it is a tale of two shows a little bit?
Definitely. When I was auditioning, I talked to Reggie Bythewood, and he really broke down Swagger and Crystal, and he made sure I knew this is not just about basketball. This is about life. This is about stories. This is about things that happen to people, things that are relatable. People can take so much from this show and just relate to so much. Even if it hasn't happened to them, there's something in the show that they can relate to, whether that be a person or just something that happens in the show, just any and everything, you know. And he really broke that down to me, and that's one of the reasons I really wanted to be a part of this project.
It's going to drop on Apple TV Plus. When people get a chance to see Swagger, what are you hoping they get out of it, takeaway wise?
I hope they relate to something, you know. I hope that they can start a conversation with someone they know or someone they love about one of the stories or just anything that they relate to, you know. I hope it starts more and more conversations, because there's so much to talk about. There's so much that's brought up within the show that should be talked about.
You mentioned you didn't have that much familiarity with basketball before. You did a lot of research. Are you a fan? Do you want to play?
I don't want to play, but like, I do like to play. I don't know if that makes sense, but I don't want to play. But if my brother was like, let's go to the basketball gym, I'd be like, okay, you know. I'd grab my clothes, my shoes and stuff, and we go. I wouldn't be like, ew, no, I did so much work on Swagger, I don't want to go. But it's definitely something I enjoy now. Before, I would play basketball and I'm like, I'm not good at this, I don't want to play. But now I've trained so hard and so much that it's like, okay, I can play now. And I'll play with my brothers because they play basketball, so they're always pushing me, and you know, we're playing around and stuff.
What was it like working with this amazing cast? People are going to see the cast of Swagger, just some unbelievably talented people, just so many amazing characters. What was it like working with this cast specifically?
It was incredible. It was like having a big emphasis on the big second family. Like, it was a whole family, cast, crew, everyone. It's not just the cast. It's not just, you know, producers, you know, directors. It was everyone that was involved. Was like, we all have love for each other, and we're always there for each other, making sure we're all good. And I just love it, and I can't wait for people to see it. I can't wait for people to see it on screen, the love that the characters have for each other, and the storyline, and how it all just comes together. Just can't
Well, I
wait.
wanted to thank you very much for your time, and I'm really excited for people to see it because I really love this show. So October 29th on Apple TV Plus, they're going to be able to see Swagger. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.